Welcome back to Not So Grand Garage. So as you can see, little Samurai is out of the shop, and yeah, I'm gonna give you a little update on it, so follow along. Well, I just had the owner out to take it for a spin, and he is pretty happy with it. So you see, we got all the steering stuff buttoned up, got our U-bolts cut off, everything's been torqued and double checked, triple checked, and yeah, overall, pretty happy with how this thing's turned out so far. Since he's driven it and given the okay on it, I have to put the fuel tank skid plate back up underneath it, because right now it doesn't have one. And then I'm going to send it back to him, let him drive it for a couple weeks, bring it back out. We're going to check everything over on it again, make sure none of the hardware's loosened up or anything like that, retorque U-bolts, things of that nature. But I had a lot of comments because I didn't let people hear how the exhaust sounded in this thing after putting an exhaust video together. So I figure we'll do that too. Get her down here on flat ground real quick. Sounds pretty decent. It's got a nice aggressive note to it for what it is, but inside it's quiet. It doesn't drone. You can hear yourself think, but yeah, just loud enough. But owner's happy with that as well, thankfully. But yeah, we want to go over everything on it again here, hopefully in the next couple weeks after we put some miles on the thing, or the owner puts some miles on the thing. And we may go back in and put some caster shims in the front. The steering's a little touchy on it, but it's got lift shackles in it, so that's throwing the caster angle off, I'm sure. We may need to get on an alignment rack and see where it sits right now. But yeah, overall, really happy with the way it turned out as far as the tire and wheel fitment and everything goes. The 31's on it with this setup, no rubbing, lock to lock. The suspension moves really nice. Running down the road, this thing drives about like the Jeep does. I mean, everything moves. It doesn't beat you to death anymore, especially for how light the thing is. Usually when you got something this light and you put a bigger tire on it, lift kit, stuff like that, the suspensions don't move on them anymore. They get stiff and they beat you to death, but not anymore on this one. So anyways, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more down the road for this thing. The owner wants to change the front bumper out, put a winch on it, some other piddly things. We'll eventually put drive lines in it, because the ones that are in it are worn out, but they are fine for the time being. They'll get it down the road for a while. And maybe there might be something in store for the power plant down the road, but that's a ways off yet, I think. We'll see. But yeah, anyways, so this project's been kind of long-term. Wasn't planned that way. This started out with just the plan was wheel bearings and wheel seals, get it back on the road. But the more we dug, the more problems we found. And yeah, now it has turned into pretty well replacing everything that moves. And yeah, it is what it is, but it's right and the owner is happy, so that makes it worth it. Took it for a little drive, so we'll drop that in right about now and let you check it out. like I said, overall, really happy with it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up right here. If you got any comments, complaints, questions, drop them in the comment section below. If you want to support the channel, there's a PayPal account link set up. Link to that is in the description of the video. We've got Super Thanks enabled too. You can go that route. If you would, hit that like button. It helps us out. It doesn't cost you anything. And yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe. We appreciate you watching.